The Labour Party presidential candidate in the last election, P2B, expressed disappointment in the Nigerian government following Ukraine's donation of food supplies. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories. At number 1, the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, has denied allegations that the ministry plans to move a firefighting simulator from the Nigerian College of Technology, Zaria, to Lagos. The claim, which surfaced in a motion in the House of Representatives, was described by Keyamo as misinformation spread by mischief makers. He assured that there is no truth in the rumor and that the ministry remains committed to its operations in Zaria. The Northern Elders Forum had expressed concern over the alleged move, but Keyamo's statement clarified that there are no plans for such relocation. At number 2, the Labour Party presidential candidate in the last election, P2B, expressed disappointment in the Nigerian government following Ukraine's donation of food supplies. He described the gesture as disheartening, reiterating the need for good governance and the reordering of national priorities, particularly in agriculture. Obi thanked Ukraine for the donation, but highlighted the irony of Nigeria, with its vast resources, relying on a war-torn country for food aid. Similarly, a former Commissioner for Information in Rivers State, Austin Tamjudge, questioned why Nigeria, with its agricultural potential, should be receiving food aid from Ukraine. At number 3, the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, has commenced investigations into the alleged $3.4 billion loan granted to Nigeria by the International Monetary Fund, IMF. The probe follows a lawsuit by Serap against President Tinubu for failing to investigate the loan's disappearance. ICPC has retrieved documents from the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, and the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, OAGF, and has questioned officials from both institutions. The ICPC noted that investigation is ongoing and aims to determine if the loan was missing, diverted, or unaccounted for. At number 4, suspected illegal crude oil bunkers reportedly attacked a team of Tantita Security Services Nigeria Limited at Ilaje Community, Trans-Focadus Western Corridor in Ondo State. However, the security operatives, in collaboration with the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, successfully repelled the attack in the early hours of Monday as they stormed the Awoye community. A statement issued by Tantita's Executive Director, Operations and Technical Services, Captain Waridi Enisoa, said the Joint Task Force destroyed a large store used by the illegal crude oil bunkers and seized a significant amount of adulterated crude oil. The Tantita Commandant in Ondo State, Chief Idowu Asonja, warned against economic sabotage and urged community support in combating oil theft and vandalism. At number 5, the Federal Road Safety Corps, Kaduna State Sector Commander Kabiru Nadobo, reported that a fatal road crash occurred at Tertiary village along the Zaria-Kano Expressway by 7:36 a.m. Monday, resulting in 12 fatalities and 28 injuries. The crash involved a trailer with registration number KTG 454ZZ, which was traveling to Kano. The cause of the crash was attributed to wrongful overtaking, speeding, and overloading. The injured were taken to McAfee General Hospital for treatment, and the owner of the vehicle has been informed to report to the Kaduna Sector Command. At number 6, Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa has said that misinformation is responsible for the negative perception of the military and increased killings in communities. He made the statement in Jos, Plateau State, during a convention and retreat on civil-military partnership. He reiterated the military's neutrality and called for understanding between soldiers and host communities. Plateau State Governor Caleb Mufwang also highlighted the state's efforts in promoting peaceful coexistence and the return of internally displaced persons. At number 7, former Vice Chancellor of the University of ILORIN, Professor Shuaib Abdul Rahim, has called on the federal government to set up National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) stations in tertiary schools to combat drug abuse among youths. Speaking in ILORIN, Kwara State, Abdul Rahim enthused that the fight against drug abuse should not be left to school management alone, but should be supported by the government. He highlighted the need for vigilance in student selection and monitoring to ensure they lead disciplined, drug-free lives, noting that the issue of drug abuse extends from lower levels of education and starts at home, making it crucial for parents and guardians to monitor their children's activities closely. At number 8, President Bola Tinubu has expressed great regret over the death of two of Nigeria's top comic performers, John Okafor, well known as Tinubu, and Tolani Kadiri Oyebamiji, also known as Sisi Kadiri. In a statement by his spokesman, Ajuri Ngalale, President Tinubu expressed condolences to the families of these great thespians who provided joy and relief to millions of Nigerians through the exercise of their talents. The president also sent condolences to the Actors Guild of Nigeria, the Theatre, Arts and Motion Pictures Practitioners Association of Nigeria (TAMPAN), and the whole creative industry, reassuring them of his support, thoughts and prayers during this difficult time. At number 9, Nigeria is set to send a contingent of 358 athletes to the 13th African Games in Ghana, competing across 25 different sports. The Nigerian Olympic Committee categorized the disciplines into taekwondo, wrestling and karate, each with 14 athletes. Scheduled for March 8th and 23rd in Accra, Kumasi and Cape Coast, the Games will showcase Nigerian athletes aiming for excellence in their respective sports. Head coach Samuel Ajayi expresses confidence in Nigeria's women's senior volleyball team, thanking the Volleyball Federation for early training and anticipates a podium finish, emphasizing the quality of the selected players for a potential medal at the Games in Ghana. Finally, at number 10, former U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley, has secured the significant victory over Donald Trump in the Republican primary in Washington, D.C. This marks her fourth triumph over Trump in the 2024 campaign to become the Republican presidential candidate, despite losing in her home state of South Carolina. Haley's victory in D.C. also makes her the first woman to win a Republican primary in U.S. history. However, Trump still maintains a substantial lead over Haley and is likely to face Joe Biden in the November election. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.